further to our enhancements with the user form interface, we've added a new feature from the staff side whereby you can have some of the form fields auto-filled by DocSafe. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. We just call this auto-fill of form fields. And I'll just show you how you can do that to make the whole process of getting a form completed much quicker. So let's go into the staff app and let's start the process of uploading a document that needs to be filled in. So let's go and choose one. And now I'm just going to ask for it to be filled in just with a signature. And just to recap, obviously we can use one of the templates we've used before, so I'll just use that on this particular document. Now, if I highlight some of the fields here, let's take this particular field. For any one of the fields that is a single text line field, you'll notice down in the bottom left-hand corner, so if you pick a single line of text like that one, or that one, we have a new box at the bottom called System Generated Value. Okay, and what we're saying here is DocSafe already knows certain things within its database, not a lot, but certain things that you can use to self-populate this form to save the client having to put it in. So if we just roll down those, if you choose a date form when it's first opened, it'll automatically put the date when that document was first opened or read. The same applies to date form when it's submitted. It'll automatically put the date in to that box when the document is submitted for completion. You can then also use your company name if that needs to go in there, your client's name or your client's email address. So let's just go and pop a few in. So in this top one here, we'll put your company name. So that's going to be your firm's name. In here, we'll put the client's name. And if we go to the end of the document with a couple of dates in here, we'll put the email address in here. That's another thing I didn't touch on. You can put your client's email address in here automatically. And if we wanted to, let's create another box. And in this box, we can put the date when it was first opened. So all of those fields now will be automatically filled in without the client having to do anything. You'll also notice that we have this other option underneath each one of the boxes. Can the system field be overwritten? Now, by default, we're saying not, because most of the time, if you're given those dates, the likelihood is they won't change. But if any of those, if you wanted to give the right to change that to your client, just tick the box, and then it'll begin with that date or begin with that email address or name, and they can change it if necessary. So let's upload that document now and then see what it looks like from the client's perspective. So I've logged on as the client, and now you see we have our standard process where the form is up here, the latest form to be signed, telling us it's unsigned, and we're going to go and sign it. We could reject it, of course, always forget that sometimes. If a client doesn't want to sign it, he can give a reason for rejecting it. Doesn't happen very often, but we go and sign it. And you'll see the form with all the tabs and the places where it needs to be filled in. You'll also notice without me having done anything, it's pre-filled some of these boxes. So it's put the firm's name, the client's name, the email address, and the date when I actually read the document. Now, if you remember, some of these were fixed, so I couldn't edit them. So I wasn't allowed to edit that one, or the email address, but I did allow the user to change that. So that's why the date field is editable. So I can just leave that as it is, jump down to the signatories, as you've seen before. It tells me at the top I've got one signatory left, and I fill that again because it's automatically giving me that, and I can submit that, and it's all done.